We're not city folk living in Binghamton, where the air might be polluted, or in Syracuse. No disrespect. This air is clean and plentiful and natural, and we don't feel threatened by COVID.
Even though New York State coronavirus vaccination rates exceed 70%, rural communities like Willet and Smithfield in Chenango County barely pass a quarter of the eligible population.
Why do you think there's such a low vaccination rate in Willet and Smithfield?
A lot of people keep to themselves around here. I might see 3 people a day. You guys might be, 2 of them. So I guess it'd be different if you lived in the city and you had to deal with millions of people a day, but not around here.
The emergency release of vaccine ahead of a formal approval by the FDA keep many people skeptical.
They come up with new stories all the time on the vaccine, and I'm not really interested in getting a blood clot and dying yet.
Fewer of us in rural areas know someone in our community who has gotten sick. And unless that changes, if it was a rural, say, mad cow disease, and it was affecting everybody in dairy farms, you'd probably see a lot of farmers get vaccinated, right? So I think it's that immediate and that personal.
I'm not around people, I'm around cows all the time. I'm around crazy animals. Ever heard a cow getting it yet?
Andrew Bringuel is the Willet Town Judge and former profiler for the FBI's Behavioral Science Unit. He recently visited his favorite bait shop in town and struck up a conversation about getting vaccinated with the store owners.
And at that time, I don't even know yet if I knew who he was.
And so we got into a conversation about the value of the vaccine.
I kind of objected to getting the vaccine.
As we talked, they gave me some reasons as to why they were hesitant to be vaccinated.
I was against it.
I articulated my calculus. My choice is that the vaccine does 2 things. One, it protects me from the disease, but it also protects you from me, who might be carrying the disease.
And he just kind of explained a little bit that physically I have a couple conditions that I probably wouldn't survive. So, and by him explaining that I would be better off and wouldn't get as sick as, that I would probably most likely make it if I did come down with it.
I can't change someone's mind. What I can do, if your mindset is open, is give you some alternative things to think about, and then in that calculus, your own calculus, you might change your mind.
I just feel safer. I really do. I just feel safer. And I feel more comfortable with that card.
I have a son that still is probably the only one. Yeah. Probably just figures it came out too fast and is skeptical, and I think it's more political than anything, probably.
Despite the low rates, Chenango County and local businesses like Sieber's Tavern are working to help move numbers up.
Just this past week, Chenango County called and asked if they could do a pop-up vaccine site in our backyard. My husband and I said, yes, let's do it.
With the proper enticements, of course.
Anybody that comes to get a COVID shot, we're going to give them a shot. Shot for shot.
Pop-up clinics have helped boost vaccine rates in many communities, as we've seen in pockets of Syracuse. But will it help these rural communities? Well, the incentive seems obvious.
You and I can go around without masks. We can go back to shaking hands. We can go back to Cedars and have a drink. And we can enjoy this gorgeous lake the days that God gives us without snow.